Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. This is Shy over here on Shy's Coinage, and today I am coming back here to do our closeout for the month of March. Today is the 4th of April, which would be the day after what we consider our last day of the March budget. And like, I know everybody doesn't run their months the same. Grabbing my calculator, guys, sorry. I do know everybody doesn't run their month the same. Some people go the first through whatever the last day of the actual month is. Some people, everybody does it different is essentially what I'm trying to say, but this is the way we do it. We are not a month ahead. If we were a month ahead, I would probably run my budget more from the first to whatever the last day of the month is. Like that would make sense for me because we're a month ahead. But we are not a month ahead. One day, hopefully soon, but no pressure. So I already went in and I filled in what our actual numbers were for each account or subject or inflow total or whatever. So we're going to go ahead. We're going to just add that up. And I am recording in a new area again. Sometimes I move my desk around depending on what's going on in my life. Yeah. So we're gonna hop right in. Anyway, I got distracted. I said that because I'm not sure how the lighting really looks here. Hopefully it's okay, but I came where I am now because I could close the door and my children are home, and I don't really like trying to make them be quiet or kick them out of the downstairs area so that I can record. So I just brought my desk up here into my room and closed my door so that they can go on about their merry little children life, childlike life, whatever. So anyway, so we're gonna go through here and we're gonna fill in all our numbers. So the mortgage was $1,810. We did pay $98 to our second mortgage, and actually the second mortgage is like $97 and some change, but the mortgage and the second mortgage get transferred from our checking account to what our bank calls like a reserved account, and the account is exactly what it sounds like, reserved. It means that money is there because that money is for a purpose. So I move anything that has to do with our mortgage to the reserved account, and then it runs straight out of there. So I just keep that at 98 because that's what I transferred over to that account. So whatever change is over is in that mortgage account now. It's no longer in this family checking account. So I account for that. So $98. The phone bill was $402.33. Hopefully the desk isn't shaking too much. I think this is $402.73, not 33. I can't read my own handwriting, guys. We didn't send anything to the trash. My car note was $656.25. Google was $85.12. I normally always try to round these up, but then when I'm going through and doing the actuals, I do put what actually came out, and then the change just gets rounded off into whatever our buffer is. My husband's car note is $331.04. The car insurance is $373.84. We ended up paying $126.37 to Evergy. Evergy is our power company for the home. We sent $125 to Spire, which is the heating for our home. For water, we did $99, and then for sewer, we did $69.85. And then Crunchyroll is $12 and Paramount was $13. And I actually think this is like $11.99 and this one's $12.99, but whatever. And then we actually, an Amazon payment did come out. Amazon is so fickle. I think I said that in one video. It is so fickle. It comes out on whatever date it wants to. That's pretty much all I got for it. We didn't actually do an actual alarm payment, but we did get some type of charge, and I never ended up asking my husband about that. So I can't tell you guys what that was for, but it was $8.06. Our alarm payment is actually $63, so it wasn't that. Splice, that's how I edit these wonderful videos here, $6. The YouTube subscription is for my daughter. It was $2. Greenlight is my kid's debit card account, which I'm working on getting rid of. I opened my daughter up an account with Chase Bank. They have a kid account that is directly linked to like your checking account, but your child has to be 6 or older. My son is currently 5. He doesn't turn 6 until November, so I can't open him one yet. So I'm trying to decide if I'm just going to keep paying this until November or if I'm just going to do strictly cash for him up until that point, because I don't really think he has much of a preference. The debit card was really a thing for my daughter. She wanted one. That was her thing. She was like, oh, I want my own card with my name on it. So that's how that even came about. And so since I opened the Greenlight thing and it was a family plan, I just got him one as well so he didn't feel left out. But I'm not sure how much he actually cares, guys. Like I'm not sure. So yeah, so then Apple One is $37.95. This is a family plan. And then Hulu came in at $26.99, which surprised me. It's normally I believe it's $27.99, which is why I budget $28. I don't know why it was $1 short, but I'm not like complaining or nothing. So we're gonna add that up. You know what? We're gonna fill in all the numbers and then I'll go back through and add up and we'll kind of see if everything works out or not. So essentials did end up being $700. Did we spend that whole $700? No, some of it ended up getting moved to savings or something of the likes. But we did budget for that nonetheless. $700 got allocated to that area. Fuel, which is just for me, was $158.86. And then nothing for spending. Then we're going to come over here to personal debt. So this first personal credit card was one for my husband, which we paid off when he got his bonus money. So we never took any money out of our monthly budget. It got paid off with his bonus money, and that was that. Then this personal credit card is mine, and we actually sent $100 to that card. And I actually, now that I'm thinking about it, I need to add Christmas on here because some money did get put into Christmas. I'm going to do a better job on how I'm breaking things down next month, I'm hoping. Because I'm kind of all over the place because I don't know. We're just going to go for it for what's on here. And this will be the closeout for this month. And we'll just keep getting better. That's what I'm telling myself because sometimes I just confuse myself because actually some of this essential money that we had that rolled over went into Christmas. And so it would throw my budget off if I wrote Christmas and then put that money there because I still put the whole $700 here. So I think I'm going to have to get better about how I'm tracking. I'm going to have to put the actual here so that I can put an actual here as well, if that makes sense. I'm hoping that makes sense. So for savings, which was my own personal savings, was $93. Our sinking fund account got $300. The emergency fund, which is the 50 envelope challenge, which might also change next month. Where the 50 envelope challenge is going might be different next month based on some other things that are possibly going on. The 100 envelope challenge got $93 and month ahead got nothing. So that's all the numbers. So we're going to go through, we're going to add this up, and we're going to see if everything ends up working out. So 402, 402.73, 656, 25, 85, 12, 331, 04, 373, 84, 126, 37, 125, 99, 69, 85, 12, 13, 16, 11, 8, 06, 6, 2, 6, 6, 37, 95, 26, 99. Okay, so the grand total in bills ended up being $4,311.31. Okay, a few dollars off, which I'm sure came in. I'm not sure. Amazon. Anyway, so we're gonna take that and we're gonna subtract it from 73.27. Which left $3,015.69. Okay, so then we're gonna add up the 700 plus the 700 plus the 52 plus 158.86. That is $910.86. Then we're gonna subtract that from the 3015.69, which left $2,104.83. Then we move over here. Then we're gonna move over here to the debt. We did just do 100. I should have made sure it got to the 155, but that's neither here nor there. So 2104.83 minus 100. I could have did that. I don't know why. I don't know why I felt the need. 1,483. These numbers do not seem correct. Something seems off. But let's keep going and let's see what happens. 2,483. Then let's add this up. 93 plus 300 plus 200 plus 93. That's only 686. And then 686 minus 2004.83 is $1,318.83. Something is off because I don't have that big of a rollover. That I am sure of. We do have a rollover. It is not that large. Something's off. And something tells me it has to do with me including the money we use in rollover. Let me see. 59, 55 plus 737 plus 290. 69.82. Let me do the math. Let me do the math with the 69.82 without using the money from our rollover. And let me see if that makes more sense. Give me 1 second, guys. I'll be right back. All right, guys, I am back. Um, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I don't quite know what I did. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know what I did because although this number is less, it's still quite a bit of a rollover. I think there might be about $250 to $300 of a buffer in our family account right now. So even if I subtracted that, still leaves me to 673.83, and I don't have that big of a buffer in my account after doing all this. You know what I'm saying? So something is still off. So now I'm wondering if me and my rollover from my account, because I just went through every payday and took the numbers from what I did every payday. But on some of those paydays, some of that money was from the previous week, if that makes sense. So it's like we're adding it twice. And I don't know how to combat that. Let me see if I can show you guys what I mean. Like, I don't know how to combat that. Like, okay, this here. Well, let me see. Let's see here. Okay, so this here is so this here is we got paid here. Both me and my husband. I was paid here. This is what I had left over. I was using from my personal account, right? So then we have this number. This is what I ended up actually having, right? So then we go through, we do a thing, and so then we come down here and my rollover is 102.90. So then when we come here to the next week, I'm pulling in $75 from this rollover that's here. Money that was already in my account from this payday. I'm just using it in this following week because I don't get paid in this week. Just my husband got paid. So then when I go back through and I'm adding up how much money I have for the month, I'm taking this number, this number, this number, this number, but it's like this 75's technically already been accounted for in this. So I think that's what the problem is. I'm not sure how to combat that. I'm not sure. So I'm going to have to do something different next month. Like I'm going to have to not use, when we pull in from our buffer, I'm going to have to not use that because the buffer is just money from a previous check, I guess. I don't know, guys. It makes my brain hurt. Don't get me to lying. So yeah, anyway, I'm gonna just leave the closeout just like this. Hopefully I am in frame, y'all, and y'all can see all that. I'm gonna just leave the closeout just like this because I don't even have the capacity to be trying to erase, recalculate, and make it come out right. I know that all of these things got done and paid, which is really all I'm looking for. And I do know that even though this number is a little high, and I think that number is a little high because again, I was accounting for some of that money twice. Like I'm sure our total was a little more than this, but probably not this high. And then the reason some of these things weren't more, like this is more than what I had budgeted for, and this is more than I had budgeted for, but these two things are less because they were coming out of our family account. As you can see, that's why it's highlighted that color. It was coming out of our family account, and depending on how I was calculating things, I needed rollover for the next week, and I didn't account for that when I did this. I just accounted for us using all of this money, but some of the money from March is rolling over to this first week in April. And that's needed. The buffer is needed. So it's just money in our buffer that we might need that first or second week of April, but we need it there to help cover a heavier week. And I didn't account for that In my monthly budget, I will account for that when I do my April monthly budget though. I will account to make sure we're leaving money in the buffer. So yes. So anyway, guys, that's gonna be it for the March closeout. I wanted to get on here and at least try it, and I'm gonna keep trying it until I kind of figure out how to do this properly. So if anybody has any tips or tricks or anything like that, let me know, because that was rough. So yeah, guys, that's gonna be it for the March monthly closeout. And I'll see you guys in the next one, which should be my April monthly budget. So bye.